Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Well, it finally happened this afternoon. The GSA finally this afternoon released a message saying they had transmitted to the Biden transition team that the General Services Administration had ascertained that based on recent developments that Joe Biden would be the winner of the 2020 presidential election and that the formal transition process could begin. Now, this was quite evident to the rest of us for a few weeks, but finally, Emily Murphy of the General Services Administration today, after the state of Michigan finally certified the election today, and several Trump legal challenges fail, and the fact that Georgia's recount will begin and produce the same result, the third count, by the way, that Joe Biden will be the president on January 20th. Now, this has been quite evident to the rest of us for a few weeks, but as I said, the General Services Administration had held off. Now, this is a big deal. Joe Biden gets access to the funds to begin the formal transition, he gets access to intelligence briefings, his team gets to begin talking to people in the Trump government, and his nominees for the cabinet, and he announced several today and will announce several over the coming week, begin to get the formal vetting through the FBI, although many of them have served in government previously, so these vetting documents won't show up anything groundbreaking. They can begin the formal process of handing over the government so that on January 20th, Joe Biden and his team can walk in and begin to take the reins of our government back. Now, this delay has cost lives and was costly, no doubt about it. But congratulations to Emily Murphy for finally deciding to do her job. Congrats, Emily. You'll still be replaced as GSA administrator under the Biden administration, but good job on finally deciding to do your job. Now, let's talk about the cabinet. Joe Biden announced several of his cabinet picks today, and it was revealed who he will pick for announcements coming at a later date. It has been reported that Joe Biden has settled on a defense secretary. I will not try to pronounce her name at the moment because I will butcher it, but I will in a later video. She will be the first female defense secretary. Janet Yellen, it was reported, will become Treasury Secretary, also the first woman to serve in that role. Gentleman, whose also name I will butcher, so I won't attempt to pronounce it, will become the first immigrant and Latino to head the Department of Homeland Security, the agency in charge of those two important processes of American life, immigration and refugees. His family fled Cuba. And he announced who his Secretary of State will be, Tony Blinken, a longtime Biden aide and ally and diplomat known around the world. Ms. Greenfield will become the ambassador to the United Nations, and it will once again have cabinet rank. It did during the early days of the Trump administration when Ambassador Haley reigned in New York, but got downgraded after she left. You'll have a woman leading the Defense Intelligence that will become Director of National Intelligence, the first female to hold that position. These are all important roles. The National Security Advisor will be Jake Sullivan, another longtime Biden aide and trusted member of the Obama administration, and someone seen as a rising star in Democratic politics. Biden's cabinet is going to be diverse, and it has already shown those qualities. And Biden's team is going to be confident. All the people already selected have held roles within the departments they are heading or in the field which they are going into. This is key. Biden's team will be confident. They may not be flashy names, but they are known and respected inside of government. The only flashy name is not even really that flashy if you think about it. John Kerry, the former Secretary of State, will be Joe Biden's special envoy on climate change. And he will have a seat at the at NSA. He'll be a part of a National Security Council because climate change is a national security threat and issue. And John Kerry is respected enough by governments around the world to be able to go into rooms and have his views not only listened to, but respected. And it's an issue he has focused intently on since leaving the Secretary of State post, and is committed to helping us find a solution to the problem. So, overall, I think Joe Biden's cabinet is shaping up to be pretty good. So far, it's excellent. And I think that most people are going to be happy with the picks. We'll see who some of the picks are. And I think also Biden is sending a clear message that these people, most of whom have received Senate confirmation in the past, are not controversial and should be approved quickly. I have my hopes for other parts of the government to see positions named and secretaries confirmed, but we'll have to wait. Should be interesting. But overall, the big news from today is that Joe Biden has been declared by the GSA president-elect, and that's big news and important news. Also, it's worth noting that President Trump didn't concede, and I don't think we're ever going to get a concession from him. But it's not like we should expect anything else. This is a man who has really blown up the norms of the presidency in a damaging way. So, we'll see.